For you guys, my name is Willie, in case you're wondering. I took this wire out, had a spot I had to just twist together, and I had electrical tape on it. I had a butt connector and a spade connector on there. I got rid of this wire and put a new wire in right here. Okay. And another thing I want to do is I want to make this where it's a little bit easier to service. Now the wire harness wrapped over to one side of the engine over here for the controls. I want to put a plug right here, so if I ever want to take the engine off, I just unplug it and then I can yank it out. And I have a bypass filter in here which filters down all the fine material out of the engine. I want to make it so if I ever decide I want to take the blower cover off of the engine, which this is the flywheel side and that would be the PTO side, I could take this cover off and get the ignition components without having to tear everything apart. So I need a quick connect for the hoses that go to this filter here. So I had ordered some 6AN hose and fittings with a couple of connectors, so I can just undo the connectors and put the two hoses together and pull that whole filter assembly off and put a cap on the engine for if I want to take this off and that pulley and the belt to get the blower cover off of the engine. Because there's actually enough room in here, this 4 or 5 inches, to get the blower cover off and get the ignition quick instead of taking the whole motor out. Next thing is the gauges are going to get a new plug as well. Anyone that keeps track of my videos know I got a nice assortment of plugs here. Everything from 8 pins to single pin plugs I can use on this tractor. So far what's been done is I put some harnesses in, I moved some wiring around just to organize it under here a little bit. Some of the wires I had in here I just used because I had it, so I'd replace some of the brown wires with the orange for the accessory power and clean that all up. See, this had there's brown wire, there's tons of brown wires just shoved in here. I had to clean all that stuff up. Case in point, this was a brown wire and that was a brown wire, so I changed that back to orange. So all these orange wires under here, so there's 4 orange wires in here, there's 1 orange wire here, there's 2 orange wires here. All that is the accessory circuit, and the red wires are all 12-volt circuits. And another thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these butt connectors that are up here by the engine. I gotta get rid of those. So the factory wiring is, for the most part, intact on this tractor, and I just added in here, so I want to simplify some things, such as adding connectors, getting rid of these crappy-looking butt connectors, and make it a little bit easier to work on. And my engine is sitting over here waiting to go into the tractor. That engine's going to be ready to go in. I have all the parts set aside. That's my 20 horsepower I got for 30 bucks. I think it had a short block put in it. Not sure. I gotta measure the cylinders on that one of these days. That's your quick update. Once I get the hoses in, then I'll put the motor in and run all the oil hoses and get that all cinched up and then finish up the wiring on here. Got as much done as I could with what I had here. Fixed the tire on my other tractor, so I'm going to move on to that snowblower next, finish that up, move this out of the way until I get the parts in. And that's my bucket of all my wires, in case you're wondering. So there's a bit of a shop update for you. If you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And as always, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.